Yes, I would like to play first. This hand is. I'm gonna keep. There's a number of ways this hand could go wrong. There's a large number of ways this hand could go right. Starting off with Glistener, because I think that the blow, I have double Infector and a Vines, so I think I actually lose more by getting my Dryad Arbor bolted on one than my Glistener. Oh, well, I would like to take 4 damage. Um, so typically against Burn, I'm a big fan of forcing them to start killing my creatures, especially in this spot where I have the backup creature, I guess. Maybe I could have waited there. Oh, well, my opponent has this hand. So, probably blocking. Gonna play Blighted. Just go for the kill next turn. I can put a large number of cards in my graveyard. I'm blocking at least one of those. I don't think... Block another? I don't think that's right. I think I just take the other. Yeah? Hooray! Well, definitely won that game because I fired off that might at that time. This card is good. This card is... it's fine. This is definitely a spell... Yeah, spell's a little better. These are like the 3 cards I'd want. Um, oh yeah, these. Out. Get out of my deck. Can't pay life. So I guess I'm going to board a Necropede. So I have an additional... Like, if I need to brawl, that card brawls. And I need to add more cards that do this, or that do the Infect thing now that I've been cutting these. And I actually am going to board in this for the Twisted Image, because I don't think my opponent's going to have Spellskite. I don't think there's a reason to Nature's Claim. I don't think there's a reason to Corruptor. Rancor is a card, but it's not super exciting. Dismember can save me life if I just have the ability to fire it off. So Blessing's pretty clutch. I kind of like cutting the Dismember here. For Rancor. I think on the play I like the Dismember, but on the draw I like the Rancor. I think on the play, if I can, if that Goblin Guide's going to deal me 6, I'm like if it hits me once and I dismember it, it does me 6. That's kind of a dead end. But if I get to dismember the Goblin Guide on the spot and it only does me 4, that sounds great. I like this. So, how do I play this hand out? That's a Goblin Guide. Well, that answers my question as to how I would like to play this hand out. Um, Basically, whether or not, like, I can play the Glistener on 1 or 2 with, like, the debate was Glistener on 1 or 2, and if that changes my clock at all. But if I play the Noble this turn, I just kill my opponent on 3 anyways. I mean, assuming I get a 3, which is very possibly not the case. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to play both. If one of them dies, it dies. Interesting. Well, I'm going to honestly say I could not have expected that card out of that spot. One nine. Well, not dead. Think I'm supposed to, well, probably just die to this burn spell. Okay. Well, yeah, Pyroclasm was not a card I really feel like I was expected to play around there. I like the idea. So the reason I like the idea of playing both Glistener Elves is that it killed him one, but it's possible. Maybe if I play one, leave up Vines. That was not a card on my radar to play around. I thought that 2 played better around. Eh, both play about equally around the cards. I don't know. If I just play one, leave up Vines, I go to 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in graveyard, 5. So I kill an. Oh, I didn't have the Become Immense at the time. That's what it was. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at this Become Immense and trying to do all the math. Because I didn't have the Become Immense, playing both Glistener Elves, if they both live and my opponent's just on like a Lava Spike you hand, I get to attack with both and double +4 and I kill in 1, which seemed like the most profitable thing to do. If I had the Become Immense and I was going to kill in 1 regardless, I would much rather position differently. So Dismember back in, and what card did I bring in that I want to take out? A Rancor? Sounds right. There is a cute little interaction where I can, where Twisted Image does something in this matchup, where you get to Twisted Image their Swiss Spear after it's taken damage, and then if it's a 0/1, it dies. Mm-hmm. This hand looks good. So I'm gonna do the thing you shouldn't do. Because I think that it was like always the common knowledge that you wouldn't do this, where you play the fetch land into duel on 1, like the gold crack fetch take 2 Conley Woods thing. But I think that I'm going to probably have to play this Blighted Agent this game. I'm okay running that out there because I have the Infect creature still. I don't have another land, so I'm not even guaranteed to be able to play it with protection up. But I think that with the increase in creatures in the burn decks, you start to reach a point where that's fine. Sorry, I lost my train of thought because of thinking about what's going on. I'm going to fetch a Forest. And Groundswell so I can guarantee being able to. I guess I should have probably used a Might actually, but because of the number of creatures in the burn decks, you reach a point where the extra turn actually matters more than the damage. So like getting the Glistener Elf in a turn earlier and just starting the race early is really huge, I think. as opposed to earlier when the burn decks were really creature light and burn spell heavy. That 2 damage almost always translated to a extra draw step. So that worked. So that ends the first league I was a part of that I got in the practice matches in. Um, we'll just jam a few more real fast, and this deck's really good for this in-depth discussion because your games end so fast that you have so much clock time to spew. It just doesn't matter.